Happy Sunday, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. And today I'm going to be actually going outside of my comfort zone and create a card for a child. And making cards for children is one of the things that I always struggle with. So I always used to stick close to adult cards. But for the next couple of weeks, I will be challenging myself and sharing with you different designs that for kids that I am, trying to work on and feel more comfortable with those cards, and hereby increasing my cards for kids in my collection. Today, I'm going to be doing an idea. I'm going to be tweaking it a little bit, but it is making a travel suitcase birthday card for a child, a little girl. um, I would also take this opportunity to thank my subscribers, those of you who have taken the time to watch my videos. I am so grateful and thank you so much because of your support. I look forward to doing those videos every Sunday. So let's go ahead and get started. I pretty much did a lot of the cutting already because there was a lot of pieces that I had to put together. So this would be my card base, which is my 110-pound pink card base. And then I would be using pink and purple. It could be other shades, not necessarily the same shade for everything, but definitely pink and purple. I have, which I will show you while I go ahead, I have um, my pony. I have my rainbow with my clouds. I have everything pretty much set up and ready to go. So the first thing I will be doing, I have already scored the card. I'm going to go ahead and close that up so that I can, get to start really. Okay, so I'm going to start off by just making sure that this is folded really nicely. And now I am going to do a couple of things. I do have some purple hearts that I'm going to be adhering to the corners, the two upper, well, all the corners really. And once I have done that, I will show you what I would be doing next. But let's go ahead and get this done. Just make sure the tip of the heart lies in that corner over there. Okay. And if you saw my series, your stamping block is not just for stamping. I'm going to be using it to get those corners into a design. So I'm going to make sure I'm trying to find the best design for this. So I'm going to go ahead and just use a pencil and draw this across because I'm trying to get the corners of the suitcase. Now, it may not be exactly perfect, but I'm trying. Okay, so I have marked out the corners because that would be the ends. And I'm going to go ahead and just use the guide to get the corners. All right, so now you can see we have the corners of the suitcase. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the center part. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set out. This is a shade of pink, a different shade of pink, and that's okay. No harm, no foul. Let me go and pick up my corner punch. So I'm going to start and I will get the corners just punched. So I have still have the similar theme going with the corners. Do this one as well. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get this centrally located here. Unfortunately, for some reason, my little, got blocked up. So I am having a little trouble. My glue, my other glue. So I'm just using this here. It's not what I want to use, but I have no choice right now. Okay, that's the first step. I'm going to make sure that it is center. Okay, so we have the center part. Hopefully it's my center and your center. Then I will adhere the purple over that. I always like my cards interactive, to be honest. Okay, so that's the purple. So make sure it's nice and stuck. And then finally, I'm going to add the last piece of purple on here. And that will be, oops, centrally located as well. And as always, I always recommend that you have a piece of paper towel handy, because sometimes the glue sips out and you don't want it, your hand to get all into it and all over your card. So far you can see the center of the suitcase there. Now I'm going to do the other part, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that my little glue thingy unclogs, because I really do need it right now. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I do have very delicate dye here, the clouds and things like that. I'm going to go ahead and get that stuck. I went ahead and get my other bottle, which would definitely be helpful in this case, because at least I can kind of, not have a whole splat of glue coming out on me. I'm going to place this in the middle of that. And now I'm going to, at this point, get the colors of the rainbow in here, and also add the clouds. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the color for the cloud, the rainbow, sorry, which I colored up actually with some distress ink, not the distress oxide, just the regular distress ink. And I'll let you know the inks that I used for those. And for that I use this distress ink, the purple, the wilted violet, the lucky clover, and for the red I use candied apple. For the blue I use mermaid lagoon, and that's just the distress inks. So now that I have the colors in here, then we have that. Now what I'm going to do next would be getting the handles of the suitcase done. So I don't want a very long handle, I don't think. I'm just going to take off just a smidge. And I want to keep the theme pretty much with the purple. So that's why I have the handles that color. And in the middle, just making sure it's centered. Handles. Okay. And then I do have for the, like for when the handles are pulled out. So I'm going to go ahead and get this stuck in here, like so. So just place this nicely. You want it to also be even apart. So just be careful when you're putting it in that it is actually even. We're going to open the card up, and on this side, we're going to have it facing, because we want the silver and the other one to be, facing the, the outside. Okay, I think it's good there. So here you can see I'm, just making sure that it's straight and everything is okay. So far you can see the suitcase is coming together. And also, I'm now going to get a piece of purple cardstock that I'm going to place in the middle here. But I'm going to go ahead and pretty much do the same thing I did the first time, so that we can get the corners off of it. Okay, So I have the corners done. I'm going to now go ahead and place the glue on here. So far you can see how everything is coming together. And if you want, you can, write anything here, or just pretend, you could put anything in there really. You could draw, go on Google, get some drawings of clothes or anything, just to put there to complete the look of a suitcase. What's inside a suitcase. Okay, so you see the inside. Of course, I'll be doing the other side as well, but let's go ahead and get back here. The last thing I'm going to do, well, I have two other things to do, but right now I'm just going to show you. I do have the pony. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and place some glue on there, and I'm kind of going to offset have like the pink to what's the word, to give just a faint line around the purple, to still have that purple and pink effect. And there was one thing I forgot, and of course I will add it and then show you the picture in the end. I forgot to get my wheels cut out, so you can see the pink doing a peekaboo. See? I don't know if you can see. There's a little peekaboo pink in there. So let's make sure it's nice, it's stuck nicely before we go to the other step. All right, so this is cord. I'm going to just cut a short piece because I really don't want a long old piece, to be honest. Now that I have the pony, I'm going to go ahead and punch a hole. I hope the poor child don't cry when they see that hole punched in the pony. Okay. And then I'm going to take the thingy dingy, whatever the name is. I'm going to grab it. I'm going to do a bit of a knot, but I'm going to drag it down as close as possible. So now I have the pony. I'm going to get this around here. So you have a nice little interactive little pony, the cloud here, and of course the child's name can be right here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the wheels on because I forgot to cut the wheels out, and then I'm going to put the sentiment in. The sentiment will actually say, happy birthday, how many fingers are you? So I'm going to be stamping that on the inside. So basically the parent will have the option to add their own, little something in here, and then of course the general sentiment I'll put here. Now you don't necessarily have to put anything on here. I think I'll just leave it like that. I'll just go ahead and get the sentiment on here, and pretty much that's it. I'm going to add the wheels on, and then I will take the final picture in the end. So thank you so much guys for watching. I will see you guys next week. And I'm sorry that the video is a little lengthy, but I hope that you would have stayed till the end to see the results.